This year, they didn't know. They mentioned
For now, could you manage the show? Better than
it's not right.
Just
So that's division right there. This is light
No?
work.
The water, right?
Yeah, there's an angle. It's like
It's alright. Don't worry about it. It's not about. It's not about. You know what I mean? We're not here for that. That's the beach. Nah, you know that I guys see, bro. You know?
4K cameras.
Yeah.
For from henceforth there shall be 5 and 1, 1
8K now.
Yeah.
and 2 against 3. The father shall be divided against the son, and the son against the father. The mother against the daughter, and the daughter against the mother.
You know what's getting crazy? This is AI video. I'm not going to video today. Drake breaking down an AI video that was being broken down by another guy. He's supposed to be like a news guy. And that guy was AI. So the video was AI. The guy breaking down the video was AI. And then you have another guy breaking down one tweet in AI. And it's crazy. It looks so real. Obviously, you can see it growing and changing. And AI, a lot of the AI prompts you're seeing, they're being done on Jake's. Like there's one AI video on a Jake woman who has supposedly 7 children, 7 men. So all those snap medical videos you're watching, they're not even real. A lot of the AI generated. So these doubles, we're talking about the videos on number 2 tonight. Yeah. Oh, AI generated. Okay. Yeah. AI generated. So that division, who's not going to use that? Yo, what are you doing? You don't just roll up and roll and chill. Right? So, yeah, go ahead, read that. So that AI, man,
Can I get it?
You can
What
pass
the
through.
hell's wrong with you humans? Shit, go ahead, read
Yeah,
it, man.
like,
It's not for you. Okay, we're Israelites. We're Israelites. People that are written about in the Bible. We're the Israelites. Yes, the Israelites. No, we're God's people. No, he's Israeli. He's Jewish. Yeah, exactly. I understand. I respect that. We're not preaching about Israel, or we're preaching about Israelites. Right? The tribe of Judah. No, not Judaism. You too. Lahayim. This too is shaking people up. And a lot of them don't even know why they're doing what they're doing. They just do it. Right? No, but Salaka. Yeah, cut. Yeah, cut. No, that's that pride too. Like, yo, what's going on over here? I allowed you guys to. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Our kids are gonna move like that. That's how you talking about. It's gonna roll one way. No, but like the elder said, this is a reality. You have to understand why you're so scared of being out here and putting up your videos. You're distorting people's reality.
Right.
That's one of the worst things you could do to anybody. Right? That's why people always say, you lied to me, you lied. Because you distort the image. And we're distorting the image of the world. Yeah, it's a mental breakdown. Yeah, cognitive distance, exactly.
Job 9:24.
This is Revelation 11:11, and it reads, and after 3 days and a half, the Spirit of life from Yahweh entered into them, and they stood upon their feet. And that's why we know two things can be real at the same time. He says he's Israeli. We say, yes, you are. Well, we're the Israelites. Right? So two things can be correct at the same time. He's not lying. He is what he says. Right?
because that structure is legal. That's a legal title. So you can't take that from them. But legally, your birthright goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, which is us. It's not the son. Two things are correct at the same time.
That's right. It says, I read it again, and after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from Yahweh Bashim Yahushai entered into them, and they stood upon their feet.
That life is I did other elders say, a lot of brothers, I was speaking on the same thing, brothers like some brother would like approach that differently, but if brother, hey, you're right. Right? So that's life. Like we didn't give an answer, we gave an answer that he was good with and hey, you're alright. You see? There was no confrontation, there was no going back and forth. We agreed with him because he was in that case he was alive. He was really what is it? It's the lights.
I would say quickly.
You're right.
Yeah, especially this climate that we're in, right?
So it's life.
It says, the spirit of life from Yahweh Bashim Yahushai entered into them, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them.
Oh, for one, our customs, right? Which is why we say he is who he is. Those people practice a different custom or culture than we do. In the Bible, our culture or our practices is certain things, which we don't see them doing. So how could it be the same? It's different. But this is going into that life that these men are speaking about, right? That breath coming back to what? That awakening, that righteousness to where you're just like, oh, this is the practice of our people. That's why the book from James Adair and all these different people that documented our ways, that's why we're able to link up the Aboriginal and say, oh, you guys are our people as well, right?
Yeah, because all the other civil rights right, especially during the 70s, had no force or life.
None. Exactly. That's true. That's true.
This has, you can tell what we're doing, and there's knowledge and understanding of life because it's force.
That's right.
People do weird things, right? The world's being shaken up. Everybody's hearing about the Israelites, man.
Yep. And when we researched and did our deep studies and our deep dive into those civil rights movements, they were all communist movements, which is AKA Marxist movements, which is Luciferianism. And they were all backed by you know who. Just like Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter was backed by a very prominent individual.
The free, which is divide and conquer. Many different social groups, divide and conquer. That's right. So this is the Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 1, in NLT or GNT. On that day, people righteous, it says somewhat, this is good. People righteous, full of confidence, will stand before those who oppress them and made light of their labors. And prophesying is the number one labor that the world, of our people, and Esau Edom make light of. Okay? But they do it because they're afraid. That's right. They don't do it because they think that this is nothing. They do it because they know it's something. That's right. And they're trying to have us be suppressed and go back into the world and be dead bodies. Okay? But that's not going to happen.
Just that little doubt. In fact, they want to cast doubt in our minds, right? To see, are you really a part of something?
Right. Do you
Right?
really believe what you're
Do you
saying?
really believe what you're saying? Because really what we believe is crazy, right? This is, to say that it's not crazy, that means you're not a part of this thing. Because the things that we say are out of this fucking world. And if you don't get that, that means you're delusional too. What we say is out of this world, but it's what we believe. Yes, we're trying to change the world reality of the world. We know.
It said, verse 2, they will be amazed to see them safe and will tremble with terrible fear.
Of course, because what we were saying is outlandish. So that's why their face is going to be that way. We're going to be amazed, like, holy shit, this is insane. But that's how we feel waking up to this truth, waking up out of darkness, because we were involved in the darkness. So we know what it feels to be on both sides. We know what it feels like to not have the answers and to have something itching your brain. Itching, but not knowing the truth. Asking the right questions, but not able to give the answer.
We brought out in Acts Revelation. Right, this is 2nd Ezra 7 and 28. It says, "For my son Yahushua shall be revealed with those that are with him, and they that remain shall rejoice within 400 years. After these years shall my son Yahushua die, and all men that have life, and the world shall be turned into the old silence 7 days."
The prophets, all that had life, all passed away. And the sons, these are called the sign, Renaissance as well. Signs of the it's true. Okay?
It says, and after, like as in the former judgments, so that no man shall remain. And after 7 days the world that yet awaketh not shall be raised up, and that shall die that is corrupt, and the earth shall restore those that are asleep in her, and so shall the dust those that dwell in silence, and the secret places shall deliver those souls that were committed unto them.
Starting with him, and you're looking at fruits, starting with possible.
That dust is going into confusion. Jake, the elect, was being born into confusion.
That's right.
Many left him.
Some of them old, Isaiah 40. So I'm
It tells that in Ezekiel 8, they shall defile. Finishing off, it says, verse 33, and the Most High shall appear upon the seat of judgment, and misery shall pass away, and the long suffering shall have an end. But judgment only shall remain, truth shall stand, and faith shall wax strong. And the work shall follow, and the reward shall be showed, and the good deeds shall be of force.
That's right. This is why you can see the good deeds shall be enforced.
And the wicked deeds shall bear no wound.
This is why you can't look at elites, not necessarily scrapping, but rushing to bring about their enterprise. Right? Because they know that we're looking at the truth. Okay?
And that's why they're turning to their what? To their top demon, which is AI. AI is the top demon. So they need it to hurry because spiritually the window's closing for them. That's why people are starting to see what? Larger mass, you know what? They have to go bigger to appease those demons, the spiritual demons that they speak to. That they speak to on specific days, at specific places. Those demons are going to soon start to turn their back because the demons only have one request left, which is what? To push forward these prophecies, man. Everything else, Esau's working against himself.
That's it. Yeah, that's it.
You got to just push towards these prophecies. MOTB, robotics, all of that.
The brother says truth don't stand. Truth being what? Yahushua.
Time.
Right now he's sitting right at the mother's seat. Right, but he's going to stand up, man. And it says he's going to make a mighty cry. Bella. This is what Jeremiah 16:19. Oh Yahweh, oh Yahweh, my strength and my fortress and my refuge. In the day of affliction, the Gentiles shall come unto thee from the ends of the earth. And we know the west, right, is the uttermost part of the earth. And this is where you see an uprising and an outcry of what? Righteousness, for judgment to prevail, right? Via what? And shall say, surely our fathers have inherited lies, vanity, and things wherein there is no profit. And that was us, right? In church, clapping and jumping around, and you know, your black pants and white shirt. Is what I'm saying.
Now that's the Edomites.
God, go ahead.
Somehow, AI is only Jake. So the narrative is going to tables are turning. So now you Edomites are in that position. You lower level Edomites are figuring out that your rulers, all right, never give a shit about shit. And now you're complaining that nothing you can do. Okay, it's actually between skiing or down the floor. That's right. And you will drink it. You will drink the dregs of judgment. Will drink it. Okay?
What's your?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah. The AI prompt videos are more Jake than Esau. Exactly, it's
This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 40, verse 1. Great travail is created for every man, and every yoke is upon the sons of Adam.
Yeah, so this is a lot of the Israelites problem. Alright? Why? Because of this going back into what you brought up with the dust, that confusion. Right? Go ahead.
From the day that they go out of their mother's womb till the day that they return to the mother of all things. Their imagination of things to come, and the day of death trouble their thoughts, and cause fear of heart. From him that sitteth on a throne of glory unto him that is humbled in earth and ashes.
So right there, you know this earth, right? This rulership and the social media aspect of it is all lies. Because everyone from the royal to the bottom deals with this situation that we're reading. Okay? So how much more, as it's going to get into, how much more they get into that?
From him that weareth purple and a crown, unto him that is clothed with a linen frock, wrath and envy, trouble and unquietness, fear of death and anger and strife, and in the time of rest upon his bed, in his night sleep, who changes knowledge. A little or nothing is his rest, and afterward he is in his sleep, as in a day of keeping watch.
That's straight up depression.
And that goes all flesh. Described in the state of everybody. That's why the second Ezra just said, misery shall pass away. That's what
That's right. That's right.
You're not going to get night terrors, brothers that get sleep paralysis, demons fucking with you, right? Arthritis, a cold, nightmares. You might get a little flashback of Babylon.
Trouble in the vision of his heart, as if he were escaped of a battle. When all is safe, he awakened and marveled that the fear was nothing. Such things happen unto all flesh, both man and beast, and that is sevenfold more upon sinners.
Yeah, so hey, and then somebody hold Wisdom of Solomon 17, right? Because it's sevenfold more on sinners. So when all hell breaks loose, man, what you Jakes are going through right now is nothing compared to what's coming down the pipe. Nothing compared to what's coming down the pipe.
It's funny. It's like rest, digest, heal.
Right.
remember, there's a lot of people right now, they're trying to quit weed, right? And they tell you what like, the first few weeks you can't sleep, right? You can't sleep. But then some people say, look, I can't even deal with my dreams. When I do start to sleep, I start to dream again. I smoke weed. So they say I can't even deal with my dreams. So I have to smoke.
Verse 9, death and bloodshed, strife and sword, calamities, famine, tribulation, and the scourge, these things are created for the wicked, and for their sakes came the flood. All things that are of the earth shall turn to the earth again, and that which is of the waters doeth return into the seas. All bribery and injustice shall be blotted out, but true dealing shall endure forever. The goods of the unjust shall be dried up like a river.
Yeah, because we're under the curse of Adam still. Right? That curse where we had to be forced to work, toil, dig the earth. Right? We're still under that curse. Right? We're hoping to be under that blessing of Yahushua, who is Adam, under the second covenant. But under that first covenant, we're getting a massive hand to us, man, because we're under spiritual curses. And no matter where we go to, they follow us. And if they're not on you, they're on your kids. They might be on your mother, your children. Somebody. There's a demon somewhere.
Lurking among your
What verse again?
If I may say this real quick, came out and reading earlier on in regard to the secrets, right, which is shown to the prophets, and this is great proof that in regards to the black horse during that time and all the other horses.
Yeah, go ahead. You're good.
Yeah, the black horse, which represents judgment, right? Red, where it talks about the Heavenly Father, right? And the Yahushua is sitting right here. Go ahead. But the point is, simply put, prophetically speaking, that's why we're dead out there. You have to prove what time it is, right? We're just about, between the 6th and the 7th seal, right? So the reason why I'm bringing that out is because of prophecy, right? This is what this is all about, and it's finalizing right now. So yes, black horse, judgment, and slavery, right? But you people don't understand what the judgment is, right? Just wanted to bring that out. Time frame.
Verse 13, Ecclesiasticus 40 and verse 13. The goods of the unjust shall be dried up like a river, and shall vanish with noise like a great thunder in rain.
What destruction? Right? Destruction. The kingdom of heaven is going to come destruction. Not on the great. That's right. That's how it has to work out. A lot of the work both ways. The majority of Israel is trying to come both ways. This is why the Most High is also going to delete 2/3 of Israel. That's right. Okay? Go ahead.
Verse 14, while he openeth his hand,
And really and truly, that's because they don't want to be fools for Yahushua's sake. For Yahushua's sake. Really and truly. You guys want to be the upstanding citizens. You guys want to be the leave it to beaver Israelites, man. That's what you guys are.
Yeah.
That's why you guys always look so polished.
Yeah.
You guys need a specific camera to do videos.
That's right.
You guys just can't cut the camera on and just flow.
That's it.
You have to understand the gold, the silver, the ointment is the word. It's not you. All our righteousness is as filthy rags. It's about what's coming out of your mouth. It's not how you
And that's pride, right? But his truth is bigger than the individual, right? Riding in on a horse for the Passover. That's pride, man. You know, and Yahushua hasn't got his yet.
verse 14, while he openeth his hand, he shall rejoice. So shall transgressors come to naught. 15, the children of the ungodly shall not bring forth many branches.
That's it on that. That's good on that, yeah. Let me get this out.
Which one was that one? That was Ecclesiasticus?
Yeah.
Yeah, 41?
Yeah, 40.
Oh, 40. Yeah, go ahead.
This is Wisdom of Solomon 17 and 1. GAT. O Lord, your acts of judgment are marvelous, and hard to explain. This is why people who had not been taught about them went astray. When lawless people imagine,
Yeah, what you're going into is ecosystem. This whole world is an ecosystem. If you throw the ecosystem off of course, it will affect every single creature. And that's what the Edomite has done. Really and truly, he's the first one to affect the ecosystem this bad. It's Edomite. He has completely thrown off the world, right?
go ahead. It says, when lawless people imagine that they had your holy nation in their power, they
like the water, first death. The Most High flooded the earth. Why? Because it represents a cleaning agent. This one, fire, represents a cleaning agent. So the Most High is always trying to balance things out, right? That's what he's trying to do. He's always trying to clean the earth, cleanse the earth. The people have been so much that really and truly the only thing that's going to bring back that life is going to be that thermonuclear destruction. Really and truly, that's how filthy this world is, man.
Yep. America has to go, and Edom has to put down.
That's right.
Those two things are bringing the kingdom of heaven.
That's the great reset.
That's right.
That's right. Truth is strange and fictitious. Right? The people with the fictitious life lie. Right? And you love it.
And they love it.
That's the real terraforming of the earth. Remember that Superman movie? And you had I can't remember what he called it, Zionist, bring out the terraform or whatever it's called. Terraform the earth?
God.
Yeah, something like that, yes.
It says, verse 2, when lawless people imagine that they had your holy nation in their power, they were themselves imprisoned in a long night of darkness. They lay in their own houses, shut off from your eternal care. They thought that their sins had been secret and unnoticed, shielded from view by a dark curtain of forgetfulness. That's what you just today. There's a dark curtain of forgetfulness on your mind, right? And it's deeper than forgetfulness. It leads to forgetfulness, but it really starts showing you you don't know because you choose not to. Right? It says,
There's this street who's saying that the hurricane that hit was it wasn't God, it was a natural disaster.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, what kind of madness is that? He's taking away the glory from the Heavenly Father, right? And that's that forgetfulness. They forget about the flood. They forget about Sodom and Gomorrah. So they don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And what do they call the category 5? The hand of God. That's what they call it. Not us. Esau's meteorologists call it category 5, the hand of God. So even they know.
that's right. That's why you can't look beyond the veil. You're not permitted to look beyond the veil.
What in Matthew Psalms 17:13, it says, "Arise, O Lord, and appoint the wicked, which is thy sword."
Yeah, that's right.
When all was giving credence or credit to Esau, his heart, do whatever. Who do you think gave him the mindset or the technology to make anything that destructive?
That's right.
Heavenly Father.
That's right.
You know?
And that's good. That's humbling those niggas in Jamaica.
Done.
The Most High doesn't that.
That's right.
And the Lord is protecting the brothers over there in Kingston
Right.
and Portland, right?
That's right. That's right.
I was watching on TikTok, homeless walking through the devastated areas, right? And everyone's, Prime Minister, we need help. But I was reading the comments, and everybody in the comments is saying the same thing. Oh, my savior, my prime minister is coming to save us, is coming to help us, right? This land back, and Jakes they don't recognize or acknowledge the Heavenly Father. Everything is a man did this, a man did that, right?
It says when they thought that their sins had been secret and unnoticed, shielded from view by a dark curtain of forgetfulness, but now they were horribly afraid, confused, and terrified by ghostly forms. So spirits, apparitions. So there's going to be a lot of that happening too. Okay? This morning is before this.
So Amos 3 and 6, surely shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people be not afraid. Shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord have not done it?
And see, the Most High said this stuff so beautifully because we're the trumpet, the prophets of the trumpet, right? But the people are not afraid. If they actually heard an actual trumpet, like those signs that Esau turns on, this is an emergency, people will be scattered. Like when you get the alert on your phone, people scatter. But when it comes to the prophets being the spiritual trumpet, they're walking by, scoffing, laughing, enjoying themselves, right? So that justifies the Most High for destroying you.
That's right.
Okay? Go ahead.
Surely the Lord's power will do nothing, but he revealeth his secrets unto his servants the prophets.
And so the prophet's not higher than the power. The storm is coming. You know? And destruction is coming. And death is coming.
Back here in Wisdom of Solomon 17 and 4 GMT. Not even the dark corners where they lay could protect them from fear. They were surrounded by horrible noises, grim spirits with gloomy faces appeared before their eyes. No fire had power to give them light.
Right, and you read in 2nd Ezra 15, it says, I will strike Egypt with plagues as before.
Yep.
Right, these things that are coming to America, right? It's gonna be on steroids. You know, people were playing. What the elder's reading right here is that count of what these Canaanites they were plagued in the mind.
No fire had power to give them light, and the brilliant stars could do nothing to reveal that deathly darkness. This is twofold, okay? Because when it says no fire had power to give them light, and the brilliant stars, so all your ministers, scientists, the whole left-hand side priesthood of Esau Edom, right? The wise men, all of them. When all hell breaks loose, you're not going to find them giving any advice on what you should do. It's all man for himself in that day. Your pastors, your gurus, whoever you listen to and watch, they're not going to have any answers for how much Shai is bringing to this place. Okay?
Pastors being bumped out. Run it out.
Because Esau, every time he took over, when he got the Gatling gun, that was due to spiritual intervention. When he got that technology, remember he only had the one part. Then when he got the Gatling technology, that's when he got to take down the Aboriginals. He got to really put them on their ass. When he got the nuclear, that's when which they were inspired by the Most High to do. Through that guy, I think his name is Oppenheimer, right? When he got inspired for that, to a dream or to a demon, because that's what these people do. They were able to put the world on notice. That's how they took over the world, right? He says, but they won't have anything. Slakia said that to say this. They won't have anything for the prophecy. Most High has always given them something to put people down, because he needed to put the Israelites down through the Aboriginals that were already over here. Right? He used the Gatling gun. He needed to put the world under submission. He did that with Fat Boy and Little Boy, when he had the whole world on display to let the world know, listen, we're superior. Our military is vast superior than anybody else's military. That's why they have so much military bases all over the world. But in this time, they don't have anything for prophecy. Nothing is going to be able, they're going to create that can stop prophecy. And that's what's hurting them right now. The number one prophecy is that all these men standing up on their feet. This is the scariest sight to an Edomite.
This is why they're rush, because this is why they're trying to rush, because they know the real thing is coming. And they have a lot of talks of interstellar atlas.
Hey, and let's say that you don't believe the men that are standing on the highways, byways. Okay, cool. What about the MOTV? The MOTV is being unveiled before your eyes. And it was the men on the highways and byways that told us to look out for it before it came. Now it's here. Forget you don't like them men, you don't this, but what about that? What about that? What about the MOTB?
Isaiah 54:6. Isaiah 54 verse 16. Behold, I've created the smith that bloweth the coals of the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work. I've created the waster to destroy.
Yeah, and the Bible even lets you know what tribe. The Bible even lets you know it's through the house of Teman, who today are the modern day Germans, the Germans, right? But they're the ones that have that technology, man. They're the wise men out of Esau.
Operation Paperclip.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
No weapon
Because a lot of them went to where? Somewhere in South America. Argentina? Yes, Argentina. That's where they went. The water.
no weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper, and every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment thou shalt condemn. This is the heritage of the servants of the Lord, and the darkness is your peace, saith the Lord.
And if you know nothing about
destruction, after destruction, right? Esau won't have access to his military weapons and all that. All that's going to be burned with fire. That's the Ezekiel 39.
and if you know anything about the Temanites or those Germans, they're always trying to open a hole where they'll be like, oh, they're trying to open this wormhole or do some shit, some portal. But those portals are actually real. Those spiritual portals are real.
Well, hey, he's been setting up